Today on the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries.
You're in a ground blind, so you're at eye level. You're in their environment, you're intermingling with them, and then when the right buck comes in and you can get that opportunity to harvest it, that gets your heart pumping, that gets your adrenaline going.
Well, in today's episode, we have a special guest with us. Doug Roberts from Conquest Scents has come to our deer camp to hunt whitetail during the rut.
Well, you know, the last few years I've been able to come down in December and hunt down here in Texas, South Texas, and the habitat's totally different. It's scrub brush, very few trees big enough to get up into a tree stand. They do have tripod stands, but even when you put scents out, for example, the scent fire unit, it's nice to actually put it 4 or 5 feet off the ground to where the scent can flow more, but it's difficult down here. Sometimes you just have to set it on the ground. But when you can take Evercalm and VS1 this time of year when the rut's on, and you can create this barrier, this area of aroma of real fresh deer smells, the deer down here just seem to come in large numbers and want to hang around. Now again, they're feeding, but they feel very comfortable at the same time. So it's a lot of fun because you're in a ground blind. So you're at eye level. I mean, when you're looking at them at eye level or sometimes even looking up, one, they look bigger, and two, when they're up in close right there in front of you, 20 yards away, 10 yards away, it's like you're completely interacting with these animals and you can see them reacting to the scents. And then when the right buck comes in and you can get that opportunity to harvest it, it's right there in your face. And that gets your heart pumping, that gets your adrenaline going.
Now, Doug is the owner of Conquest Scents, which specializes in cover scents, such as their famous Evercalm deer scent.
Well, when you look at Evercalm, Evercalm's a very unique scent. Evercalm is a calming scent. So what we've done is we collect all the scents and smells out of a deer's bedding area. And so when you put it out, you're putting a live deer out in the area. It makes other deer attracted to them because they want to figure out who's new in the area. Where do they fit into the pecking order, yet they feel very safe around that. So we actually collect all the scents and smells from those deer, and then we basically pull out all of the solids, and we're left simply with the urines and the smells from the food and all of the different deer danders that we have. And so it's a natural smell of 100% deer, and we don't put any artificial preservatives in it. So it's 100% pure, and deer react to that in a very calm, safe manner. Evercalm comes in a stick form, it comes in a liquid form, it even comes in the stink stick form where you can take it in and out of the woods so you don't leave it after you're done hunting. But it's a very attractive, calming scent to whitetail deer.
Conquest Scents is also known for its VS1 estrus scent, perfect for when the rut is in full swing. Wade has a great tip on how he uses VS1 on his clothing.
You know, a lot of hunters are always trying to keep their clothing scent-free and pure in all types of situations. They'll use bags, they'll use boxes, they'll use everything, trash bags, whatever they can to get their clothing to be as scent-free and keep it away from the camp smells or work truck smells or whatever it may be. One thing that I do during the rut is add a little bit of attractant into my storage box. What I'll do is I'll take some VS1 that I always put out during the rut, pre-rut, and post-rut right when it ends, and I put it in my stink stick. I put my clothes back up and I'll just unscrew it and I'll leave it in there. I just close everything up and leave it in there. That gives all my clothing basically a dough and heat type smell at all times, because during that time of year I want to be an attractant at all times. When I'm walking to and from the stand, I want to be leaving a positive scent that a buck might trail in. So give that a try on your next hunting trip. When you're done, put all your stuff up, put some VS1 in a stink stick and close it up. It might help you bag that buck you didn't get on the hunt before.
Well, when we return, we join Doug in the field as he begins his search for a mature Texas whitetail during the rut. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Yamaha's proven off-road ATVs and side-by-side vehicles. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, your adventure starts here. Garmin Zero, leave the guesswork behind.
We know if you found one crappie,
you may have found 1,000. We know the joy of getting your boots back in the mud. We know the journey can be more rewarding than the destination. We know the great outdoors. We love the great outdoors. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Stop by today for huge savings on the gear you need and the brands you trust. Plus free 2-day shipping at BassPro.com and Cabela's.com.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. With a compact chassis perfect for exploring tight technical terrain. An ultra-quiet and smooth 850 class twin-cylinder engine. And next-level versatility with a 600-pound dumping cargo bed. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. Doug Roberts from Conquest Scents is spending a few days with us at camp in search of mature whitetail here in South Texas.
Well, the first few days we got down here, it was a little warmer, but it's a rut. So there was deer moving all the time. So as soon as we got set up, in fact, the first 3 sits, we never really got set in, and there were already deer coming in. If at all possible, I love to get up off the ground. Anytime you can get elevated, one, you can see further, you're kind of looking down, you have this bird's eye view of everything, and it's an advantage. It's a huge advantage. You can get the scents put out below you, you get up above, and as they're coming in, you can prepare yourself quicker, more efficiently. You're not having to move when they're in tight to you. So elevated is great, and we were in some tripods, we were in a couple elevated tree stands. But I have to say it down here with the brush, the way it's set up, the ground blinds, and you can brush them in, that's the ball. That's an adrenaline rush to me, because I normally don't get the hunt out of ground blinds. And they're in 10 yards. A couple of them we had in 10 feet. But normally the longest shot's 30 yards. So again, they're in your face, you're in their environment, you're intermingling with them and interacting them with the scents. That to me is really a lot of fun. So anyway, the first 3-4 sits, we were overrun with deer, but just nice bucks, smaller bucks, but all young bucks. All the older bucks were out tending does, breeding does. And there was, as Wade looked, he looked at trail cameras, there's no rhyme or reason to where the good bucks were going to show up. In fact, they just disappeared. And so we were really bouncing around from stand to stand and setup to setup. And again, we'd put the scent fire unit out with the VS1, we'd put the EverCalm out, and just created a barrier, a zone around the blind is what we really did. And so when they got in close to us, they smelled those smells rather than us. And we had great interaction. We just never saw the buck that we really wanted to harvest, an older, mature 5 to 7-year-old buck.
Now you've seen Doug use Conquest Scents' new scent fire vaporizer throughout his first few hunts. Let's learn more about it.
The new product that we're coming out with in 2019 is called the Scent Fire Unit. Now this unit is an electronic unit that actually heats and vaporizes liquid scent. Now this is what the industry has been looking for, and hunters have really been working hard at trying to do, because anytime we can vaporize liquid scent, we can heat it up, the molecules are moving faster, it will carry further through the air even in cold conditions. So let me give you an example. If we were to make a loaf of bread in a home and it was warm and we set it out on the counter, that smell just kind of fills the whole house up and it smells so good. Well, that's what we're doing with these scents. We're heating them up, we're vaporizing them, we're sending them out in the air. So it's much easier for a deer to smell those scents, and it'll also carry further throughout the air. Therefore, we can cover more ground with it. And the nice thing about the Scent Fire Unit is it works by remote up to 40 yards. So you can actually control the scent going off or put it on standby, all from your stand 40 yards away.
You can check out the Scent Fire from Conquest Scents and all of their products at conquestscents.com. Hey, when we return, a mid-morning change may pay off for Doug. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Conquest Scents, Hunt Scents, and Dog Training Scents. Stealth Cam digital scouting cameras, proven. 10-point crossbows, perfection lives here. Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker.
How do you aim a 36-yard shot with a 30-yard fixed pin at a 15-degree angle with a 7-inch holdover without moving a single pin? Easy. You get one of these. Zero, the auto-ranging digital bow sight from Garmin.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. Doug Roberts of Conquest Scents has come to the second to last day of his hunt for a mature whitetail, and things are moving slow.
It's been extremely slow. Now here's the weather conditions. It's much cooler. We have a decent breeze. Here is blowing from our right to left, but they're calling for on and off sprinkles and rain showers today. So we were really hoping that the deer would move early before the rain came in, and it really hasn't happened. I think we've seen 2 does and 2 young bucks. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to head back over towards camp, and they said there's a hayfield there. There's a setup that we're going to get into, and they said there's normally a lot of deer and activity there. So all we got to do is find one mature South Texas buck, and then I just got to make the shot.
Now, as Doug Roberts moves to a new stand here in the mid-morning, let's take a closer look at what he's been hunting with, the 10-point Nitro X crossbow.
Coming down here, in the last number of years, I've used the 10-point crossbow, and this year they sent me the Nitro. And this thing is amazing. Not only is it small and compact, and when you actually cock it, it actually gets smaller, so it's easier to get around, especially through this brush here in Texas. Everything grabs you, pokes you, hooks you, sticks you, bites you, whatever, but it's hard to get through this stuff. And so with this, it's small, lightweight, and compact, and you can just one-hand it through there. But the power, the speed and the power. I mean, right now my bow is set at 424 feet per second. That's a rocket. It is the best crossbow I've ever put in my hands, and it's been a blast hunting with it down here.
This is what's so nice about this 10-point. It's got so much power, but at the same time, you can just sit and crank it, and most crossbows you cannot recock without standing up and using your foot and pulling. This one I can just sit and just crank it right up. Simply take the pull bar, bring it back in, lock it in place, snap the lever down, you're good to go. We're still very overcast, but we've come to what they call the hayfield. We got this old farm fence here. You got a little pasture off to our right. Again, we got the wind coming into us at about 2 o'clock, so that setup's perfect. But the deer just kind of come out here and they're going to feed basically out in front of us as they kind of pass through. So there were some deer in here when we come in. They kind of blew out, so hopefully they'll come back and maybe some other ones will travel through. But we're going to hang the stink stick, Evercomb stink stick up, and get the scents out, and right there covers our scent. So stink stick, Evercomb. There's a doe right over here, so things are coming back naturally.
Within 15, 20 minutes, all of a sudden a couple does kind of come in, then a couple of young bucks come in. Actually, I think it was 2 young little spikers came in first and jumped that fence, and I thought, man, that's cool, that's kind of neat, you know, it's right there in your face. And then they just started coming from different directions. And all of a sudden, I look over to my right, and here comes this really dark chocolate, older, mature buck. You could tell instantly by his body, his belly, you know, had a little sag to it. Walked right up to the fence, kind of stopped, looked around, checked everybody inside, and up over the fence. And as soon as he landed, I went, that's the buck I want. Nice 10-point, had a couple little extra kickers. The left G2, I think, was split, had a fork, like a mule deer fork. And we just then had to wait to get him to come in to where I could get a shot.
Holy smokes. Okay. Just shot a really nice South Texas buck. I mean, nice, beautiful dark antlers. Looks like a 10. A nice basket rack, but when I shot, the shot was really good. What I didn't realize is he was just slightly angling towards me, his front chest. So when I thought I was putting it right behind the front shoulder and the lung, actually, it looks like it went through, maybe clipped a lung, but more of the liver. And the liver, it takes a little bit longer for him to die. So the liver on the front side, probably a little bit of the guts on the back side, but he's right out here. In fact, all the other deer are starting to walk up to him. He just laid down. He's hurting. No doubt he's going to expire, but what an awesome deer. It's been rough, so we're just going to keep an eye on him. We're going to give him at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then we'll go see if he's out, gone, or if we kind of got to back out again. So. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Oh, man. Whew. My goodness. Holy cow. Thank you, dear Lord. This is a gorgeous South Texas buck. Gorgeous. Oh, and I didn't even see this. He's got a kicker back here. He's got a little kicker back here, but nice and dark. Wow, 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 wow. This actually got broke off a little bit. Wouldn't have been as long as this side, but it would have been a little longer. So, yeah, the shot actually, we were right. The shot actually looked good on the entrance here, but he was angled a little bit to me, and so it went actually right behind all the vitals and through the guts on the other side. So it was a good thing we gave him this little bit of time to kind of go down, but look at how those beams wrap completely around. Nice and white on the end. What a beautiful, beautiful deer. Gonna make a nice mount. I'm gonna donate the meat to a needy family. We have plenty of venison back home, so he will definitely go to good use. Somebody that really could use it. Hopefully a family has kids, so.
Congratulations, Doug, on your Conquest Scents entry into the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Smith & Wesson Performance Center. Performance when it matters most. Bradley Smoker. Food smoking made easy. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
Feed your need for speed. The Nitro XRT unleashes speeds up to 470 feet per second, producing 25% flatter arrow trajectory, resulting in knock-breaking accuracy and unprecedented knockdown power. The world has never seen a crossbow this fast, accurate, and compact. The Nitro XRT from 10 Point.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. Well, now that Doug has harvested a great Texas whitetail, he's going to help us thin out our destructive pig population with the aid of pig scents that Conquest Scents has to offer.
One of the big things when I decided, I told Wade, hey, I got a chance to come down. Of course, the whitetail was #1 on the list, but then pigs was #2.
Well, we're setting up strictly for pigs this morning. This is their #1 pig spot. So we want to get the pig scents out again. We're just going to wipe it here. He's putting some corn out for the pigs just to give the smell of pigs being here that will overwhelm our smell, just kind of mask our smell. So really that's it. I'll do a couple other spots here in the dark, but we wanted to show you, again, you're just creating a wall of pig smells around us. Therefore they come in, they feel safe, they smell other pigs, and it gives us the time and the opportunity to harvest one, hopefully. So let's go get up in a stand.
Well, after Doug got settled into the stand, it didn't take long for a group of pigs to show up and get in range.
Right here in the front. I think I smoked that sucker. I think that's a pretty good shot. I know the bolt went right through, it's laying right down there. And I know the front leg wasn't working when it was leaving, but I think I got right behind the front shoulder. That was pretty cool.
Thick, nasty stuff. Holy smokes. Little boar. Good little eating pig. Holy cow, man. These things are so tough. So tough. I mean, it is crazy. You need, doggies.
Congratulations, Doug, on knocking down that pig. Hey, don't forget to check out all the Conquest Scents products at conquestscents.com. We'll see you next time.
Protect it or lose it.
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 Protect it
Or lose it.
Protect it or lose it.
for precise prescription eyewear. Wiley X knows there's no room for error. We meticulously craft our own prescription lenses to fit our high-rack frames. And our ANSI safety-rated lenses are tested to uncompromising standards. Nothing but precise. Because precision is everything.
Many said that we were just obsessed when we started, that there had to be an easier way to smoke food. As time passed, the Bradley family created a lineup of Bradley electric smokers that has made it easier for the novice or even expert chef to get perfect results every time they use it. Grab yourself a Bradley smoker and take your cooking to an all-new level.
We plan all year for this. We hone our skills. We have confidence in the gear we choose. We pour over thousands of images and videos. When the time comes, will you be ready? Introducing the all-new 4K camera by Stealth Cam. Proven.
What does it take to make EverCalm deer scent? It takes a deer farmer who raises whitetails. It takes mixing the special blend of EverCalm, testing each batch.
Smells like deer.
And then pouring each container. Each container is cleaned, examined, and packaged for shipping. It takes the finest deer herd and a great team of people to make the best hunting scent available. EverCalm from Conquest Scents.
Want to know why the top shooting pros choose High-Vis? High-Vis has an enormous lineup of sights for every shooting platform possible that are clean looking and easy to mount. Improve your shooting with faster target acquisition and eliminate cross-eyed dominance. High-Vis sights are the brightest out there, helping you find your target with ease, no matter the shooting conditions. Choose the best. Choose High-Vis and see what you've been missing.
Nobody likes crawling, creepy, or flying bugs. So ward them off with Sawyer permethrin. It's more than a repellent. This odorless spray repels and kills mosquitoes, ticks, and more than 55 other kinds of insects. Sawyer, we keep you outdoors.
We demand a lot from the products that we use on our adventures around the world. When it comes to keeping things seriously cold, we rely on Angle Coolers, who have for over 50 years kept things cold. Angle Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
I came back from Afghanistan with a traumatic brain injury. I couldn't talk. I still can't talk right. I didn't want to leave the house. Then my wife, God bless her, she got me off the couch and said, "Hey, enough's enough. You got to get back outdoors." The hunting gave me a whole new purpose, you know. It sped up my recovery big time. When I was deployed, I trusted Trijicon, and I still do today. Sergeant Rob Gustafson, U.S. Army retired.
Trijicon, brilliant aiming solutions.